specifically a roll of tape. The point of tape is that it's sticky. That physical property ironically causes such anguish. Despite engineered attempts to thwart this reality, tape will inevitably stick to itself. It will find its way loose from the plastic holder and become stuck in a perpetual loop, foiled by its primary function, to stick and be sticky without sticking so sticky. The problem happens most often with packing tape, the transparent or brown kind that you can use a dispenser with. The dispenser represents humanity's vain efforts to keep the tape from sticking to itself. But whenever you manage to cut off a piece of tape without the loose end slipping off the dispenser and becoming forever stuck to the roll, consider yourself lucky. Once it's stuck there, the first problem is finding it. You hold it in the light and turn the roll around and around until finally you see that little crease. You pick at it with your fingernails, but only manage to tear off a thin strip. You keep pulling, hoping this strip will go around the roll and be reunited with the main part of the tape, but instead it only creates its own perpetual loop, creating a secondary smaller roll of tape before ripping off and losing itself completely. And now you have to start all over again, but with the added mess of multiple tape rolls. Which is the real one? Where do you start? You're just fucked. You're wrapping a gift. It starts out innocently enough. You're busy folding that wrapping paper, trying to do a neat job at it, but now you need that tape. So you're leaning your elbow on the seam of those precious paper folds while picking at an endless circle of tape, praying for a miracle. You know there has to be an end, but tape is not infinite. But next thing, you're having a spiritual crisis. You start damning the person the gift is for. Surely it is their fault you cannot find the end of the tape roll. If you had a time machine, you could go back and warn your younger self not to engage with this person just so you don't have to buy them a birthday gift requiring gift wrap and deal with that torture invention, tape. With cramped elbows and fingers bleeding, salted by tears of frustration and despair, you consider defeat. But just then, the bumpy ridges of a seam, angels descend and harps begin to play. Eureka! You grab the end between your forefinger and thumb, and with the grace of the Almighty begin to peel it back. Salvation is in sight, but it veers to the edge and rips, turning into that useless, unholy sliver. With that sliver now stuck to your finger, you cry out, "Why? Why have you forsaken me?" You continue to pick at the end of the tape, a roller coaster of hope and disappointment, growing old and senile with repetition until you're dead. Dead from tape. And furthermore, dead from bullshit.